Hi guys, welcome to my August update. And we are heading down there. There's something interesting in there that I wanted to show you. Ta-da! Can you see that, guys? They are like amazing to look at. I actually like them. This one happens by accident. It's not by design, that's for sure. I'm gonna have to squat down here because this is the lower part of the shelf in the orchid shelvings. It's the lower part, so that's why I put an LED light in here because this is very dark. Before I never used this one in here, but this one I put this year. I put this LED lights and I put my smaller orchids in here in the semi-hydroponic, and look what happened. They amaze me so much. It's talking about a jungle in a pot, in a semi-hydro nonetheless. Oh my god. So amazing. Isn't that cute, guys? Yeah. Okay, this one needs water later. This is my Angreco Magdalene. I mean, I did not see the plant distress or anything, but look at that. It's still doing well even despite this fern, and it has two new babies right there. Yeah, that's an older baby right there. This is the newest one right here. And I have two different type of fern that's growing. I do not know where the fern spore that came here, because like this one never exposed to the outside, and I have a different fern from the outside. So it looks like a lily fern, but this one's different from the other ones. I noticed it. This started growing from the bottom. It started as an algae. So it started as an algae. Yeah, it's really dry now. I need to water it. And then months and months and months later, look at that. It's grown to this one. They are simulating the forest. Things like that when they grow in the hanging out in the bark, tree bark, things like that. Look at that. And they grow with the algae and the ferns. It's just, I am happy with it. I'm not gonna disturb them. I will just leave them alone because they seem to be coexisting in there just fine. And this is my Myrmecophila alboporpia. It grows and matured the two new growth right there, and there's another one, the newest one right there. And look at that, it's another fern, and I can see the root of the fern right there. It's creeping, and look at that. It's just, I'm really amazed by this. From algae to the fern. Jungle in a pot. There. And this, the first time that it flowered for me, I was so surprised that it flowered towards the wall. I totally missed it. But this one, look at this, for the second time within at least 3 months, it's flowering. And see the algae in there. It's, oh, you can't see, it's hard to see, but I can see them growing inside, and then they managed to find the holes right here and coming out, and then over here. I won't touch it. There will just be a jungle in here with fern and the roots of this and grey comb didieri. This one bud, and look at the aerial roots, so beautiful. By the way, the sister of this one, it's hanging it's hanging by the window that only gets the natural sunlight. It didn't even look the same size as this one. It was still a small, and it never bloomed. And this one is the second time blooming for me. The first one's only one, and this one is the second two in here. And look at that. I thought it was a keiki, but it's not. It's another bud. It really likes the I really like the LED lights in here. Oh my goodness. And pardon the mineral deposit, I need to wash it. I just really constantly just being lazy, you know, when it dry, I just pour the fertilized water in there, or sometimes I just do plain water. But this time, yeah, I need to flush that out. But oh my god, look at that, fragrant at night. Yeah, but 2 buds and a fern. Let's see, this one is my Brassavola digbiana, and I can see some of the growing algae. I swear it started with the algae and it put out root and it turns into this fern. It's magical, I tell you. So magical. This is a new growth. The leaves already started splitting, and this is the younger one but bigger than the previous one growth. It's nice, and a fern growing with it. I will not bother them because they are really coexisting fine in there. It's nice, and I even have bigger ones in a hanging basket outside. I might include it in here. So that's nice. And this one is the one that's really giving me jump on my heart, because like this one, it's just, I was shocked when I found it. What I said, what is this curling in here? I never seen that before. It was inside of the pot, curling out like that, and then this blossom was still closed and it was pale. I said, oh my god. And then I realized it's a spike, so I just gently coax it out outside the spike, and it managed to go in there, crawl and hug the lip, the top of the lip of the lid, canister or pot. And look at that, it is blooming now. It has a dainty white and slight pinkish in the petals and sepal, and then it turned, and the older one would turn just pure yellow. Very dainty flower. Let me smell it if it's anything. Can't detect anything yet, but I haven't paid attention to this, and I should have. And the name of this one is the it is the Neophoenicia falcara Cuca by Neophoenicia Lion Star. Yeah, I bought this one from one of my first trip in Chicago, in Orchid by Harsema Nursery. Yeah, that was quite a trip for me. It is just amazing. Yeah, but this one doesn't have any algae. Oh, the algae is right there by the reservoir line, but I didn't see any evidence of the fern yet. Yeah, I thought they were just too young. I just pour down the water if it's need be in there, and a food, liquid food, and then it bloom. So happy with that one. Oh boy. And this one here, my experiment since March 18, and now it's like 5 months and how many days all day. Look at that, guys. The sphagnum turned green, like it was covered with algae, right? And look at that. I think it wasn't an algae, or maybe it started an algae because it was green, stuff like that, and then it gives life to the normally dead sphagnum. Look at that. Can you see it? It looks like really sphagnum. There's like stuff growing in it. It's not just an algae. It's actually alive now. Clump of alive stuff. And this one, the Phalaenopsis, because I wanted a kiki. I never grow kiki for my Phalaenopsis. I don't know why. And the other growers, they have plenty of kiki in their Phalaenopsis. Well, it's still attached to the mother plant. This one, I wanted to experiment this one because I did this type of experimentation in my Dendrobium nobile cane, and I got a few cakey on those. But this one in the Phalaenopsis spikes, it takes a while. This one, there's a movement right there because just before it was that one's the node is so tight in there, and now I can see movement, like moving in there. And that one is the first one that has something going on, and the ones in the bottom, that one. So I'm hoping I get three new Phalaenopsis. But this one, it's been 5 months and how many days, but so far so good. It kept moist, I think, in there, because if it didn't, it would not have been growing in there. And this one would have turned yellow if it's dry in there. I only refilled this with that thing one time in a 5 months. So see, experiment still going. Well, I have some flowers here that opens. Last time you saw this one, it was in a bud shape, and now they are open. This is unique kind of miniature fall. Yeah, look at that. And this one is my Phalaenopsis. What is the matter with me? Shea E. Yinlin Hornglin. Look at this. She always blooms for me. Yeah. That one right there is very tiny. It's smaller than my thumbnail. It just started this new spike because the older spike turned brown and I cut it off. And this is the species Phalaenopsis kingidium, or now Deliciosa. Synonyms, I think, Deliciosa. Yeah. My Belina over there, it's still spiking, and this one is the spike of another mini phal that turned big. Yeah, that one. The plants turned big. There's supposed to be a mini phal. Yeah. Excuse the brightness in the background. Just have to find a creative way to get the perfect light instead of the bright light or darkness. But this a mini phal right here, it's pretty unique as well. This one would never fully open wide like the regular phals. It's just like a close type of petaled rose like that. But this phal is doing the same thing. That's the best way they open for me. That one. Yep. And behind this one, this is a finicky tiny twinkle for me. There's so far there's two spike, that spike and the one over there. Curve. Yeah, it's in semi-hydro. She didn't like when I put that. I left her in a bark medium, so I experimented in putting her in there and just leave her alone in there in the semi-hydro. She's been flowering like that in there. And this is By the Light. Is the flower of my gigantic white Phalaenopsis. It's only 4 in total, including this one. 4 flowers, one bud not yet open. So this is from the secondary spike, by the way. So 4 counts. That's fine. And right beside it is it's getting bigger. Look at this. Oh my gosh, what is this insect? I just saw it today. Look at that. It looks like a tiny praying mantis. What is it doing there? Oh, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I don't mind spiders in here. They eat bugs. What kind of insect is that? And where they came from? Oh my goodness. Nice, not gonna harm the plant. Just got some bugs or something. But this is my Psychopsis Mendenhall Hildos. I hate that one. I never noticed that until like early this year. The bugs been eating this one. It was a dark color, and I almost killed this plant before because of the snail, tiny snail, and I just pour pure alcohol because I was acing, and I was just so mad at it, and I pour it down in there. It smells awful, and it's just instantaneous. The torn yellow, five or six soda bulb I had to throw away, and I saved only 3. But look what now, maybe a year and a half later, close to 2 years. Now this is growing. It's growing bigger, and now I have a spike again. My spike with a funky bug in there, and it's also growing in new baby in there. That one, yeah, new baby. Some of the orchid in here, it looks empty because they are soaking right now in their bubble bath. No, not bubble bath, just regular water this time. And look at this. This is my rescue Phalaenopsis. It's been blooming for me a lot of times. And this one, usually the spike is I don't cut the spike because like they keep producing more. Yeah, that one really bad. And look at the aerial roots in this baby. So nice. Aerial roots plenty. That one, it's her aerial roots right there. Oh, I gotta show you this. Look at this. That's her full extent. This is the African violet, called Mermaid's Kiss. I love how frilly she is, and the color. Look at that. There's another one there. Yeah, I just love her bloom. My Mermaid's Kiss. Look at that, huh? Oh my goodness. And this is African Violet, Patricia Seguini or Seguini, whatever. It's the last name. And it's a variegated leaf. That one right there is my Cajun Queen's Lace. Yeah. Chagall. I think I already been showing this to you many times before, but still keep coming back. And this is the other that I propagated from Seguini, Patricia. Yeah. And now it's getting bigger, and it has a bud. More flowers over there. Oh, this is the plentiful loaded Queen's Lace right here. Yeah. Isn't that just gorgeous? That just gorgeous. And a tiny 2 spikes of the Sensation. It has a bad leaf. And this one, almost done. This one I forgot the name. I found the name of this one, but this is from the extra that I have. The mother plant, I don't know where it is now, but it's not blooming. So African violets. Sorry about that. This is my Barbie. Look how big Barbie is. Yeah, it started spiking again. Another extra flower, and this one no name. So dead leaf right there. It's just beginning to flower, reflower again. Yeah. So, this one is my bishop. First bishop that would flower in here. Now see, look at that. First bloom spike for this. I ordered all those, like, a lot of those frilly flowers and a lot of greens in them. So I did. And this one also, it has some bud. What is this? Is LE green rose, another green. And my cinnamon candy is almost done. There's some buds that is not open yet. Yeah. And we are back. We are here again in my Psychopsis. This is my, let me see if I can remember the name. It's Psychopsis Kalehi Alba Green Valley. Yes! Perfect. And I point at this, this sideways because look at what behind. It's another maturing bud. Since she grew this spike for me, she always had this the first one, she gives me a 2 flower in 1 spike. Yeah, this is her first ever spike in this young plant, and she keeps giving me 2. Look at how pretty she is. She just this is her 3rd or 4th day since opening. Yesterday the antenna was still like halfway open. This one is more open, more stand erect now. And I just love the bug looking face right there. And in the wild they get pollinated by the insects, or I don't know what pollinates them properly, and they actually like go like that, and to the pollinator they look so aggressive, and that's how they get attacked by the pollinators and they get pollinated that way. Beautiful yellow butterfly. I just love it. Oh, sorry about the background light. Oh my gosh. Okay, and this one right here, I hope you can see it clearly. It's facing down there, the outside. Let me see. Very tall, and it has flat, long let's call it spike inflorescence. Yeah, I've seen scale in here, but I couldn't spray it because it's inside. I couldn't spray my neem oil, so it's because my the ones in top and the hanging one in there, my Oncidium contracted some pest scale, and then I didn't notice until it's too late, and then the whatever the plants below it also got infected, so that's why it has to go out. And it killed some of my species fowl. I couldn't help them. They just suffered quietly. Look at that. And she's got a big flower. This is my Psychopsis papelio, or it's in the tag, it says Oncidium papelio. And it's also had another one, little one right there behind. Yeah. Come on, stop shaking. I have to turn it around so that it won't get twisted. Yeah. And my Kalihi, it's also had a baby right there. So nice. That baby right there is just almost fully open, but not quite there yet. This is my Phalaenopsis Hanover Passion. She is very fragrant. Yeah. Look at her. She got 2 spikes. One. Very, very nice. Yeah. And my Belina right there. It has it's nurturing 1 bud. And my Cornucervi still spikes. And this is from my big gigantic she's got pretty flower. This big Phalaenopsis in the semi-hydro. Yeah, that's the plant. This is the flower buds right there. Yeah, can't wait for that to open too. And we are outside. I'm gonna show you quickly my black Gloxinia, butterfly Gloxinia. Got this red one. Yeah. And the purple one right there. Yeah, purple flower. And we are here in the greenhouse. It's quite hot. It's in the mid-90s today. Yeah. Look at all this. Pitcher plant. And that's my nobile types. And look at the roots and then my epidendrum and the new growth getting bigger and bigger, and they are all soaring to the top. Yeah, let me go in there and take a look. It looks like the crinkliest sheath on this ATT volcano treat Cattleya. That it's probably gonna continue. And I have two spikes right here, not spikes, sheath in this PLC Shinying number 9, I think. I need to repot this. Look at that, what happened to the fag, got eaten. Yeah, but there's a two sheath in that thing. And right here, look at the leaf on this thing, it's not fully open yet. And my Iwanagara apple blossom, it got a very plump sheath. And my seedling BLC Gulf Green hair pig, this is a unifoliate Cattleya, and I keep wondering why this spike, the baby spike, it grows two new leads for me, and this one, this particular one, I thought had two leaves, but as I take a look at it so close, look at that, the tip of this second one, it has a frilliness to it. So I was wondering, maybe this is, I never seen a bud for me, but maybe this is a flower bud. What do you think, guys? See how frilly the tip of this one, so that couldn't be leaf, right? So I was wondering, maybe this is for the first time it buds for me, and this is just a small seedling plant. Yeah, it's amazing to me. And this is my Maxillaria tenuifolia. One of the bloom died, so in total I have only 4 buds for this season, but I did not expect them, so it's a surprise. So that one is brown already, that one right there, right there, right there. I call this nickname, this my pina colada orchid, because the smell of the coconut is not really the fresh coconutty thing, it's smell process, like sleeping oil. Yeah, it's like in a pina colada, virgin pina colada. Yep. I can't wait for my Arenanthera calcium red spray would bloom. Look at the last 3 leaves right there growing from me, or 4 leaves. They are humongous, really humongous. Yeah. Sorry about the blurriness. Yeah. And we are in the backyard. I'm proudly present to you my new blooms, 4 spikes of my Ansidium Wildcat Carmela. Look at this. I just fell in love with that. I can stare at it all day, but I can't because I'm so very busy person. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful Ansidium. And this is another exciting news to me. My octopus orchid, couldn't find the tag on it. It might be buried or a squirrel stole it or something. And I thought there was only this spike, 1 spike, but actually there's 3 now. Yeah, last month it was only this spike that I noticed. Look at that. I had 3 now. It's 1, 2, and 3. That's That's the youngest one there. Yeah. Wow, look at that. It's hard to focus. Hard to focus. There's so many things that my camera is focusing. But look at that, guys. Come on. Just one time. One time focus. Oh, come on. Oh, forget it. It won't focus. Can you see, guys, the background on this video here is just, you can tell that's like autumn is in the air. My apples, my grapes, my pears are just losing their leaves now. Look at that. Just autumn is near. And look at this looking jungle in the hanging pot. This is my gongora. It lost a lot of leaves during the winter indoors. I didn't like it indoors, but I can't help it. But this still survived. But look what came with it. Now it's growing a fern, and this one's larger than the one I have in my semi-hydroponic. Wow, guys, and look at their tentacles. I'm gonna have to cut this in when I take them when I take this inside again, because this one is too long. I will leave the leaves of the fern with my gongoras. Just the tentacles I will cut. I'm pretty sure they're gonna produce more. Hi. Look at that, guys. It is so large. But it looks like amazingly like in a jungle when they go just hanging around in the tree barks like that. Pretty unique looking ones. Okay, guys, it's about it. The video is too long again, so I bid you farewell and have a lovely day, wonderful day, and thank you very much for watching. Bye.